What is going on? What is going on? We got the new mic. You see it? We're usually talking through my camera right here, but it's Christmas time. We got a mic. Got gifted it. It comes with this thing right here. I don't think it needs it. I don't think it's necessary. I think it works fine like this. So, what I wanted to do today was break down how I've been making money using ODDSJAM. So, first thing I feel like is a good idea is to be transparent, fully transparent. So, we just finished up a stream. I'm going to show you exactly how it has been since I started. I started Monday, right here. I started Monday, had my biggest day of the month by far. Started Monday, had the biggest day of my month by far. Expected value, it says 100% of my bets were plus CLV, which if you don't know what CLV means, it means that you're beating the closing line odds. For example, let's just say Desmond Bane's over on points I got at the price of negative 120, but let's just say that moved to, negative 150 or negative 170 by the time it closed. So I got a discount on the play, meaning that I got on the trend before it continued to move in the right direction for me. Like I said, this was done with ODDSJAM. I don't think anyone has ever said it's going to be foolproof. As we saw my second day, I did lose overall. I was still learning how to do the platform, so I will credit to that. But since then, throughout the week, obviously don't expect this to be every day, is a 900% ROI. So consider that, like, my unit size that I was using on this day specifically was $3. So imagine $300. You would be up 6,000 on that day. I'm just throwing things out there. So as we continue, you will see this week has been good for me. It has been a bright spot for me. I was negative when I started. I was negative money. You can see I'm positive $80. So if you take away these 2 days, I'm still negative even after this day. So just to show you, I have been successful with ODDSJAM. And I don't know that I'm a pro at it either. But let me just explain exactly what I've been doing. So what exactly I've been doing is you have the sports. I don't really touch that. That's not really how ODDSJAM works. You're not doing research. You're just basically, this is an odds screen. League, like I said, it's the same thing. Stats, you can look at what kind of plays you want. If you have a system that you're looking to test, I guess, with ODDSJAM, then that would be the only reason I really see relevant. Same thing with team player, that kind of speaks for itself over or under. But here, again, for my understanding, minimum data points means the minimum amount of books that you come up with the price or the mispricing. So I selected it to 3 because I feel like if you just have one book that misprices it, it's not enough confidence. 2 is okay, and 3, you feel pretty good about what you're placing. And then obviously you can choose if you want to do pre-match or live. I've noticed for the easiness of things, if that makes sense, it's hard to do ODDSJAM with live bets, I've noticed, because hypothetically, I get on my phone, load up Prize Picks because I see that there's value on live. That gives time for them to change the line because it's live. I type in the name, that's giving them time to change the price. I click on a bet, and then I search on the other player, and it's giving them time to change both of the bets. And then it just gets to a point where, like, you're continuously having to try to change the plays and make sure you lock it in at the right price because it's really, really short. You're really short on time. You're really short on time when you're doing this. So if you have, like, elite internet and you could just get it knocked out within less than 30 seconds, get the plays in, then you're good. But for me personally, I guess my internet's not elite. So for me, it's been hard to get a lot of live plays because the live plays on all platforms most of the time are constantly changing, obviously, because it's a live game. So like you'll look it up and you'll see it change in front of your eyes. But there's a takeaway from that because that's actually a good thing for you because that shows that the sports books are moving in your direction. In the direction, what they're trying to do is not allow you to get the value that you're finding on places like ODDSJAM. ODDSJAM is allowing us to find the value that the sports books are scared of. they're trying to eliminate our edge that we are getting using ODDSJAM. Like I said, I like to do pre-match, minimum data point, 3 points. I've come to understand, I used to use outlier.bet all the time. I used to come up with prop research strategies, spent hours, days right here messing with these filters. I even tried to use this plus EV system, hours upon days. And I came to realize prop research specifically is completely false. The reason that is because no matter what filters you look at the injuries, you look at days of rest, home, the spread, all of that kind of stuff is already factored into these lines. Now, you may ask, well, why am I betting at all then on player props? Well, that's because sports books make mistakes sometimes. And you're not going to always just find these. You're going to have to really, really search and find those mistakes. And you're not going to find a lot as efficiently. You're going to have to quite literally like click on this, or that's a bad example. Click on this and then try to like find the sharper sports book, see if you get the better deal on whatever app you're betting on. It's a very timely process. I stopped using Outlier completely because I felt that this was not doing it for me. This was not allowing me to make a lot of money. And that's where we move to this. You're not doing prop research. You're not doing research. You're not looking at hit rates. You're not looking at matchups. What you're literally doing is just getting value from comparing sharp sports books to the soft ones. You select which book you're looking at. If I'm looking at underdog, I'm looking to place a 2-man power play. These are the plays you would take if you wanted to do live or if you want to do pre-match. If you're looking to do a 3-man flex play, these are the plays you take. If you're looking to do an underdog 3-man power play, these are the plays you would take. You get the concept. Insured means, I'm pretty sure, flex. It allows you to miss a play and still make money. And then non-insured is power play. So flex or power play, that's what insured or non-insured means. This was a little confusing to me. This is a little bit of a learning lesson or a lesson I'm going to teach. They have calculated on ODDSJAM the most efficient types of plays you can take, and it shows the odds based off of the payout. So, for example, when you pair multiple amount of plays on a platform, there is a fixed payout. Basically, I'm not a smart genius, but they did the math for us on the payout systems of each of these platforms to show which one we are getting value on. That's as simple as I can explain it. So make sure to follow this. If you're looking for 2-mans, stick to looking at 2-mans. If you're looking for 3-mans, etc., 6-mans, that kind of stuff, find it in the right things. This is going to really help you with profiting long term. And that's about it, to be honest with you. Quite literally, my workflow is I use these 3 apps mainly. I will go from small to little. I will find the green plays. As you will see, look at this. Okay, minimum data points 3. 1, 2, 3. You have positive total EV on the play. It tells you the chance to hit. You could show how much you would. If you put $1, you're going to win 6. That's really the concept of it. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I don't think there's much else to address here. Like I said, I've been doing this for about a week now, and I've been seeing more progress than I have with Outlier completely. I did not come with a script, so there's a lot of pauses in this because I'm kind of thinking on the fly. But that's it. You don't really have to think with this. I'm not going to start a whole new rant here, but the whole point of doing ODDSJAM is putting your trust in Sharp. And a realization I came to, again, trying to outsmart the sports books by using Outlier, was you're not going to be smarter than sports books, and you're not going to be smarter than geniuses that adjust the lines. You've got to realize that sports books are sharp. They're going to be more accurate than we will, probably 9 times out of 10. And so with that information, when we know that not only do they make their own lines, but they change them based off of sharp sports bettors and sharp books, which make the lines, you can just find the inefficiencies. Find the inefficiencies without having to be the one to do the research, to be the genius. All you have to do is just use a service that finds the misprices for you. Now, I'm not going to say that Outlier has proven to make me thousands upon thousands of dollars, but it did dig me out of a hole for the month. And I'm already liking it better than I have for Outlier. I don't have to pay $80 for it like you would for Plus EV on Outlier. It definitely seems like it's a California-friendly service to do if you're looking to make money on sports. So that's all I have to say. Hope this helps.